Hello, hello everyone. Welcome in, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today we are doing a reading for Libra. We are going to do a coffee cup. I haven't done those in a while, and so that was the feeling that I got. And I sort of asked my guides, okay, what sign do you want me to do it for? And I have some cards with every zodiac sign on it, and I just kind of went through those, and they gave me the indication to do a coffee cup and cards for Libra. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, so let's just see. The plate looks kind of weird. I don't know, the water is, I've been running into this where the water is kind of blocked and it doesn't want to drain out of the cup all the way. That's just weird, but because it just started happening a while back. Okay, here's the overview of your cup, of how it looks. Okay, now let's see. All right, Spirit, let's see. What are the messages? Now, immediately, I'm drawn to, in the bottom of the cup, where it looks like a shepherd's crook, but what it really looks like, and not everybody will know this, is a fiddlehead. Fiddleheads are something that grows. I think they're a fern, but you can eat them. They're really popular in Maine. See how all that water is kind of just sitting there? I don't understand why this keeps happening. So every time I turn the cup, the water is changing what's in there. Well, I guess that's what water does, right? So it looks exactly like a fiddlehead. So fiddleheads are kind of curled up and they have little offshoots. It looks exactly like that to me. But it could be a shepherd's crook, but no, I'm really hearing fiddleheads. So only people in the parts of the world that have fiddleheads will probably know what that is. Okay, so fiddleheads. I don't know if some of you Libras are picking them, eating them, seeing them, growing them. There's something here about fiddleheads. Okay, now the cup this time was really strange. Look at all of that white. It's almost like it's reminding you, it almost looks like there's nothing even in the cup when we look at it this way. So it's kind of reminding me of a lot of what do we say? A lot of room, like a lot of room to do something, because the rest of the cup you see has that, but there's lots of room right there in the beginning. I distinctly see a heart. You can see it right there. A beautiful heart shape. And it's right on the edge of what it's reminding me of is, how can I explain this, Spirit? Like your white light that goes up from your crown chakra connecting. And it looks like there's all kinds of little like stars and things inside of that connection. So your heart, maybe your heart connection with your higher self, your higher being, your soul, your spirit. That's beautiful. Okay, let's see. What else? Okay, what is that? All right, I'm seeing, it's like a figure of a person, and she's, what I'm hearing is holding space for another. So here is a person, and there's a little, I mean, it almost looks like a baby. I don't know, it could be a baby in a womb. I don't know. I'm hearing womb, mother womb regression, if that means anything to any of you. I know what that is, but if you don't, it's a special sort of, it can be a meditation, a journey, a hypnosis session where you go back to the womb to do healing. So I'm seeing that. But it also, the first thing I heard about it was holding space for another. So, oh gosh, that could mean many things. Thank you, Spirit, for all these messages coming up. It feels like a lot of these messages are very practitioner based, let's say. Okay. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What else? What else? I see. This is so weird. I have to give you what they give me. So I'm looking at a like a person right there, kind of relaxed back, arms outstretched, and I heard immediately the word Zeus. I don't know why. I'm not any type of mythology expert, but that's what my guides are giving me. Zeus. I don't know if that means something to you, if that name means something to you, if you have a connection to Zeus, if you, there's something. Oh my gosh. And then the next thing I see is this right here, this overarching, it's almost like looking at a starry sky with all these connections going up, prayer. So when we pray, we literally are sending up white light. So it's giving me the feeling of prayer, of people praying. Maybe people are getting back to praying organically. Is what I'm hearing. I don't know if some of you are in a prayer circle or doing a prayer circle. It could even be meditation, but prayer more prominently, going up and prayers being heard. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see what else we have. Sorry for the quiet. I'm listening to my guides and spirit to see what else they have. Okay, so they're giving me the feeling of yin and yang, of balance. You see the white here and the dark here. It's not a perfect yin yang symbol, but this is a coffee cup, so it does look similar, right? So they're giving me the feeling of the balance of the masculine and feminine. That's kind of what the yin yang is. So balancing your masculine and feminine at this time, maybe they're saying sometimes in the healer's world, we focus a lot on feminine healing and not as much on masculine healing. I don't know why they're giving me that message, but there's something about balancing the masculine and feminine healing modalities, whatever that means for you. Okay, wow. Lots of, I wouldn't say funny, but different, right? Messages. The open space, wide open. Ready for things, the fiddlehead symbol, the heart with the connection to spirit, to source, going up, the prayers, the starry sky, the prayers going up, Zeus. I'm just re-looking. The yin yang balancing of the masculine and feminine, possibly the masculine needs a little bit more attention for healing, maybe. Let's not forget about the holding space for another and the womb regression message. I would love to know if this means anything. Okay, now they're calling my attention down here. It looks like, I'm sure you can see that, like a branch with 1, 2, 3, 4 birds sitting on it. And they're giving me the word parrot, or the impression of 4 parrots sitting on a branch. Now, parrots are known for copying or mocking, or like parrots, I think, like when they say, oh, they're parroting that, it's meaning they're copying it or they're doing it just like. And so they're giving me the feeling and the impression of teaching. Spirit, what can you say more? They're giving me the feeling not of parrots or parroting in a bad way, but parroting in a good way, such as you're teaching others how to do things or how to see things, how to feel things. I'm not getting. I wish the messages would be more clear, but so it's not parroting in a bad way. It's the only way I can explain what I'm feeling is teaching. That's the only way I can explain it, really. Okay, let's see. Anything else, Spirit, in this cup that you want to point out? Sometimes I just hold it back so I can see. Um, there's anything else they want to point out. I don't think so. I think that's the message from the cup. Wow. Beautiful. All right, now the plate is really weird, as you're going to see. So so when I emptied the cup, when I turned it over, it only just had a bunch of dots on it. Just a bunch of little spots. I didn't drain it. I'm draining it now, as you can see. So we'll see what we end up with. Sorry. Okay. See what the message is. Okay. So, still a little drippy. Definitely feel this is a person here in the middle, right? Looks like a person. You can see their head, maybe their hands in front of them. It's giving me the impression of all of the, like, think about the card of the magician where all the things are kind of just floating around and there are many opportunities of what to do. They're giving me the feeling of letting negativity go. So the person here, all the possibilities around and the negativity is being released back down into Mother Gaia, and she will disperse that negativity for you. Wow. I mean, there are dots all over the plate, all around this person, the person's soul or the person standing there. I'm getting a feeling of beautiful unfoldment, of beautiful possibilities, of beautiful experiences, of beautiful ways of imparting that knowledge and wisdom to others. Wow, I've never had a plate like that. I'm kind of blown away and amazed sometimes at what comes through. It's beautiful. It's what a beautiful message, Libras. Okay, so that was a lovely start to our reading. I think I forgot to even say today is Sunday, August 10th. Tomorrow, Mercury goes out of retrograde. So Mercury goes direct tomorrow. Thank God. It might go direct on the 12th. I'm sorry. I think I heard Mercury retrograde until August 11th. So I'm not actually positive if it goes direct on the 11th or the 12th. I'm not an astrologer. I just watch and follow people on YouTube, and that's kind of how I see things, or know things, or repeat things, or whatever you want to say. Give you the knowledge, give you the information. Jeepers creepers, Lisa. All right, so I was guided to use the King Arthur spray and the Merlin spray. So we're going to use the Pendragon deck today, as well as 2 dragon decks for your oracles. So the first is the Star Dragon deck. And you have grief and accepting loss. Grief and accepting loss. This is number 17, which is an 8. Wow. The month of August is the number 8. 8 is the infinity sign. So grief and accepting loss. Okay. Sorry, my things are messed up there. I haven't used this deck in a long time, but that's what they guided me to use. So let's see if there's more information regarding this card about grief and loss. The constellation is Bootes, the herdsman. The star is Arcturus, or Alpha Bootes. Own your grief and wear it like armor. Let it shield your heart like a chest plate. There is no shame but power in trial. Own the power of grieving and all its release. Let go. Let it flow through you. Wear it with pride. Strength will come with time. So if some of you are grieving the loss of something, it could be that message that we got on the plate about letting go of negativity. Sometimes when we lose something, whether it's a person or a thing, or even a place, a home, a job, a person, we get into grief mode, and then we start to dwell on that when we should be moving on. We can grieve a loss, but we do need to let the negativity of the loss go. Yeah, I know that sounds harsh. I'm just giving you what my guides are giving me regarding this. And if you've lost someone or something, my heart goes out to you. It truly does. But I hope that you remember, if you lost a person, remembering that person is wonderful. But the best thing you can do is live your life to the fullest here. If you are the one that's here, you still have a life to live. And if you've lost something, grieve the loss of that, but do move on. Do move on, right? Okay, next we're going with the Dragon Riders Oracle. Oh my gosh, that came out so quickly. I can't even believe that. This is Lyama and Pushel. I don't know that I've ever pulled this one before because I don't use these decks all the time. This is a number 3, which is creation and collaboration. Be flexible in every situation in your life. Come on, camera. Learn to concede in order to promote the light of peace. So this is kind of saying sometimes we have to concede, meaning, okay, you've won, or you were right and I was wrong. I'm trying to think of examples, Spirit, so help me. Sometimes we have to cut our losses and let go and move on, but we need to do that in a peaceful way, without regret, without anger, without maybe even grief, right? This is an absolutely beautiful card. It's blue. Blue is the color of Archangel Michael. And Michael does absolutely help us cut cords if we're grieving, and we need to do that. Be flexible in every situation in your life. Learn to concede in order to promote the light of peace. Yeah. So sometimes we're going maybe on and on with things, and we possibly need to understand about the letting go, right? All right, now the Wisdom of Avalon, going with the same. For some reason, they're going with this medieval kind of theme today for you Libras, as far as the cards go. So they've pointed me towards this Avalon deck, the Wisdom of Avalon. So let's see what this one is. Okay, so far so good, in my opinion. It's like a, what can I say? Spirit, help me. It's like moving on in peace and joy and knowing. Thank you. Wow, knowing. Trying to remember what was in that. I can't, when I'm in channel mode, it's hard for me to, I'm trying to think about, what was in the coffee cup, and I can't go there because I'm just in, the flow of this. Okay, what do we get? Beautiful. Partnership. This is a number 32, which is a 5, which is change. Look at that. Like walking on through the stone gate and on to that beautiful meadow. I love it. Sorry, I didn't have the book to hand, but here we go. Oh my gosh, look. I opened up to the page exactly. This has been happening a lot to me lately, where I pull an oracle card and then I open the book and boom, I'm on the page. I love it. Okay, partnership. You're put on notice to seek connection in all things. This is the coming together of ideas, the fulfillment of attraction, the marriage between two people, and the harmonious blending of energies. If you're inquiring about a partnership of any kind, this signifies the importance of observing the qualities that this relationship creates as a result of the sum of its parts. There's always much to learn in the choice of partners. and it could be business or love, right? When you receive the blessing of partnership on this part of your journey, it's a sign that the object of your inquiry may indeed give you what you need. It's a portend of opportunity where the partnership exceeds the potential of the individual. Wow, listen again. It's a portent of opportunity where the partnership exceeds the potential of the individual. So in other words, when you partner up with people, you exceed the potential that you would have had alone. Thank you, Spirit. This sacred journey marker reminds you that you're never alone and that there's also always a partnership with the divine. It is a very auspicious omen. I love that for you, Libras. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love it. Okay, now we're going to go on ahead with I call it the Pendragon deck, the Red Dragon. It's really the Llewellyn deck, but it is like a King Arthur deck. Sometimes it takes a little bit for me. I love the feel of these cards. I wish all of my decks felt like this. They shuffle so beautifully and easily and smoothly. I just love that. Okay. All right, Spirit. Continuing on for my Libras with their leaving grief, their partnerships, they're going forward in peace. What do you have from the tarot for us? What do you have from the tarot for us? Okay. Love it. Ten of Wands and the Star. Hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. Also, the Star is Aquarius, and we just had a full moon in Aquarius last night. Okay. Three of Wands. Oh boy. Threes, creation and collaboration. Wands, fire, passion, action. Ace of Swords, new beginning in truth. Your truth, right? What is your truth? Okay. All right, Libras, let's see what we have. Take them in order. All right, your first card is the Ten of Wands. Now, this builds right on the coffee cup having that wide open space, right? And this talk about moving on. Tens are the completion of one cycle and the beginning of a brand new one, because tens pair down to one. Now he's carrying his bundle. He's almost at his destination. You're almost there, my beautiful Libras. Almost there. And then the next card is the Star. This is a 7. This is reflection. Thinking back on your journey, where you've been, where you're going, how it relates. What can we learn about what we've done in the past and carry that on to our hopes, dreams, and wishes being fulfilled, right? Isn't that beautiful? It can be Aquarius. Maybe some of you have an important Aquarius in your life. It could be that. I just love the card in this deck. It's so beautiful, right? It looks like that there's a beautiful, maybe it could be the North Star shining brightly up there. The beautiful bird, which is a symbol of in ancestral communication, spirit communication, and she has her arm outstretched over that beautiful pond, and she just looks beautiful, right? It's a beautiful card. Aquarius, hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled, no worries. Three of Wands is another card of action and passion. Now you see he's got 3 wands, and threes are creation and collaboration, and we already had that message with the partnership card, right? So he's standing there, he or she, standing there on the edge, looking out, right? There's a wand in their hand. There's a couple of wands here, and it's a choice. Do I stay? Do I turn around? Do I get on a ship? What is my next move? What action am I going to take, right? So that's a message of, what's the next step, basically? What are you going to choose? Who are you choosing as co-creators? And then you have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, aces are new beginnings. I love this, right? new beginnings and truth. This is one sword. This is the sword of truth, but it's a new beginning in truth, right? So it's a time where you're going to be true to yourself. I'm hearing true to yourself, true to your own integrity, true with your own actions, true to your own purpose, true to your own goals, right? This is beautiful. And this has the holly and the oak, I think. Well, yeah, pretty sure. I don't know what that is, actually. It's something else with berries. I don't know, because oaks don't have berries. But it's fruitful, right? They're showing when you move forward in truth and you stay true, then you get the fruits of your labor, right? And there's a crown there, becoming the king or queen of whatever this endeavor is for you. Lovely. And then you have another 10, the 10 of Pentacles. This is a card of abundance, beauty, wealth, and wealth doesn't just mean money. It can mean money, but this is a card of success, I would say. I mean, you see the pentacles, the horse, the fruit, the food. There's a pentacle on the table. It's just, it's beautiful. Feeding the girl, the basket of food, the people. It looks like a market that's thriving, right? So the second 10, getting from the 10 of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles, right? Moving through, feeling, what I'm hearing is feeling confident, feeling successful, feeling empowered, right? To make the choice that aligns with your integrity, right? With your goals. Moving ahead with that truth, in that truth, getting to this beautiful abundance. It only happens when you have balance and when you make the right choices, right? This is a 2 of Pentacles. 2s are choice and balance. And you see this person is standing there on one foot, kind of balancing these pentacles, and there's waves all around. So what Spirit is giving me is, even when it feels rough, you can keep your balance, you can keep your truth, right? Stay in balance, stay in tune, make the choices that feel right. We have so often made choices not because it felt right, but because it looked right on paper or something like that, because it looked right analytically, only to find out that we should have gone with our gut instead of going with the analytical brain, mind. What are you trying to say? Our gut, our belly is our best compass about whether or not what we're doing is the right thing for us. Okay? Nobody else can tell it to you. They can try, and if you listen to what others say you should do, you may end up in a place where you have to start again. So they're saying the choices, right? The 3 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the choices that you make are going to affect the partnership, the leaving behind grief, the getting rid of the negativity, right? All of that will be affected depending on the choices that you make, and if you're staying true to what you feel you should do, true to your integrity, true to your goals, true to your purpose, true to what you feel you should be doing and saying and teaching and learning. Okay. Horse. I love it. Number 11. Number 11, my Libras. Master number. Powerful, powerful number. Horses are a symbol of freedom, right? Stamina. Grace. Okay, I guess that's the only one. Embrace change and embrace adventure. Libras, I absolutely love this for you. Number 11, horse. Embrace change, embrace adventure. Yeah. Every decision that we make makes a new adventure, right? I truly hope that you have enjoyed this. Please do give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you on what the coffee cup or the cards have, how they've resonated with you or what that means for you. I would love to know. The only way that my videos get going around YouTube is if you like them or comment or share them. So I truly, truly appreciate that. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.